for real?
Live from Studio B at KPRC Channel 2. Houston Life starts now.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life, September 22nd. And it is a wet one if you're out of school or off work today. We're so glad you are joining us here on Channel 2.
Absolutely. It's officially fall, officially pumpkin spice season.
The first official day.
Yes, I know, but we hope that you're staying hunkered down at home and perhaps maybe still in your PJs, which is a good day to do that.
Well, I wore my rain boots. I do feel a little ridiculous that I forgot I had to be on TV today. You're straight from safari. I'm straight from the mountains.
I did have my rain shoes, but I just changed.
And I clearly didn't. But that's okay. We're going to get through the show. And you know who's going to help us this hour?
The man of the day, the man of the
one
week.
And only Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley in studio. And Franklin, this is perfect. We love having you as our co-host for the day.
I'm only here for 5 minutes, dude. I have a 4, a 4:30, a 5, a 5, 6 o'clock.
Do you see the way he talks to us? Do you see this? Do you see? I'm kidding. Listen, so you're going to break down sort of what we need to know for the rest of the day and going in tomorrow as the water continues falling from the sky. But before we get to this, you are celebrating a pretty big milestone today. 38 years as a meteorologist, is that right?
You know, that's true. September 22nd, 1982 was my first professional working day.
Oh, my word.
Can you believe this?
WDVJ up in Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh, my word.
I know. That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
And look at you now, 38 years
and
later.
I still look 38. That's
you
what's so
do.
weird about it.
Miracle. Miracle. Well, congratulations.
And still loving what you do, still the best no matter what, because you keep it real for all of us, including this crazy time that we are in. And you have led the way for so many storms and weather issues in our backyard. And you do it with a smile and grace.
Well, I'll tell you, you have to have optimism around here.
A little bit.
I mean, as much stuff as we get around here. I mean, we had everything. And that's the deal. You know, some states are tornado heavy. Others, like Florida, are all about the heat or the thunderstorms or the hurricanes. Snow up in Ohio. And, you know, everybody has something. Wildfires in California.
Yeah.
Here we get a little bit of everything.
We do.
You know, if you wait long enough, you'll see it snow, ice, hail, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, droughts, wildfires. If you're around as long as I've been, you're going to see it, everything.
Yeah.
And some days that could happen in one day. So let's just be honest.
Remember the season it snowed twice? This was a couple
Crazy.
years ago. Frank, I love hearing your stories because, well, first of all, you always say you never know until you know. But you have been through so many storms. Recently, we were hanging out and you were chatting about going up in the chopper and having all these viewers from Bolivar Peninsula ask you to check on their homes, many of which had been
of Galveston. That was
washed away.
After Ike.
Because the FAA, they wouldn't let us go up over the island for the longest time. Well, that only created rumors. Why don't they want the news media to go in there? You know, what's floating that we are not supposed to see? Or is the west end of Galveston just gone? Or anyway, it just led to speculation. They finally let us up. And I gave a tour of Bolivar and all of Galveston. And while I was up there, my emails started filling up with, did you happen to see my house? Yes, at the corner of. And so I told our news director, Skip Valet at the time, I said, we've got to go back up. And we've got to go live. And we've got to get these people on the phone and try to show them their house live.
Amazing.
And it was an unscripted reality show. I mean, you know, a lot of these reality shows are really scripted.
Of course.
This one was not. It was what you see is what you get. And some people were like, oh, thank goodness, I can fix that. The roof is gone, but that's okay.
Right.
Other people saw their houses collapsed and were in tears.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was one after another. We did that all afternoon. We went refilled. We came back. They did it again. And I still have people to this day coming up to me and saying, you were the one that showed me my house after I.
Well, we were at dinner together in Galveston, and a woman came up and told you that.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
Right, that's right.
It happened.
Well, and it's monumental. I mean, let's face it, people welcome us into their homes on a daily basis, and when we're tuned into you, these are severe weather situations where people's emotions are very high, and I think when you're there to comfort them, whether that's on, you know, whatever side that is, you were allowed to give people the vision of what you were seeing after a tremendous storm.
Well, it's always the devil you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when you don't know that you're so stressed out, and until you know the truth, then you can relax and say, well, I didn't like the truth, but at least I know the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I know overnight and all day today, we've been dealing with a deluge of rain, what, a foot in the Pearland area. I know you're going to have a full weather report coming up in about 30 minutes, but this is a crazy tropical storm.
Beta, I mean, we're in the Greek alphabet, right?
Right.
How crazy is that? And so, yeah, beta is still a tropical depression. still a bit of a spin, and we've got to be at least cautious about the feeder bands because that's what got us last night and dropped so much rain really here near the station.
Yeah.
And then again overnight and this morning dropped all of that heavy rain, and then Pearland and NRG Park, a foot of rain. Meyerland, 10 to 12 inches of rain, although Braze has done very well. Braze Bayou has done very well with this. So that's good news. But yes, there's a feeder band is always, it's a training effect, and it's like a train, one boxcar after another, one storm after another, after another, and so we call it a training effect. And when you get that spinning around that system down in Palacios, then you're just going to have to wait it out, and that's what we've had to do. Right now, and I'll show you this in half an hour, it's looking better, and it's looking more like it's moving toward Beaumont.
Okay.
I think we have to still be cautious. There's a flood watch until tomorrow morning for us for good reason. It won't take much, especially with areas that have had a foot of rain. 2 or 3 or 4 inches of rain can just exacerbate the problems because a lot of these bayous are going down, but it won't take much to have them go back up.
Yeah, and the ground is saturated, so I mean, there's not much we can do.
Right, and you know, Sunday night, Justin and I were on the air, and we were talking about Tropical Storm Bill, which you probably don't remember, 2015, June of 2015, but we just gone through the Memorial Day floods, and so we were like, oh my gosh, here comes this tropical storm, and we really made a big deal of it. You know, we can see a foot of rain. Well, Ganado in Wharton County saw 11 inches of rain, and that was it. It was one of those weird things where very few people saw a lot of heavy rain. And we said that this might be the same situation here. And that's sort of what has happened. I mean, this southwest Pearland to almost the Meadows area up toward Meyerland, the Little Piney Point area has had this 10 to 12 inch rain amounts, and nobody else has. So it's just luck of the draw with these storms.
Unbelievable that we live in a part of the country where 10 inches of rain is even a thing. I mean, that would be unheard of in so many spots. Yes. Frank, we're just about out of time, but what do people really need to know for the rest of the day? Because I felt like when I got to work today, I got lucky and I sort of missed. It was quiet, but I know it's coming and going. So is there a point today we should all stay off the roads?
Weather radars on your apps.
Yeah.
Make sure you know what's coming, and if you see a line like that coming, that means there's going to be more of it. That's that training effect. So avoid the storms, because if they're over a place that has already flooded and it's gone down, it may come back up very quickly. So don't rely on, oh, well, the floods are gone and a little more rain's not going to hurt, because a little more rain really could hurt. And then, you know, it gets dark at 7. Yeah. If you can get your business done before 7, I'd do that, and then just hunker down from 7 and then through the night, because being out in the dark, that's what we saw last night with Jacob and Keith. So many people, they were just barreling around a curve, and there they are.
You can't see the water.
I know.
And I only tell you, feeder roads, just when they've got water on them, and you're coming off the highway at 60,
high rate,
and you hit just a lot of water on a feeder road, it scares the heck out of you.
Yeah.
And we had yesterday someone flipped their car on the feeder road right in front of Channel 2.
Their car was upside down in front of Channel 2.
I'm sure I don't know what they were doing.
Right.
They ended up from the feeder road into our parking lot upside down.
It's crazy.
And so, and that kind of, and it's got to be in some respects weather related. And you know as well as I do, people are texting and doing and talking. And
yes, and they think, oh, it's just a little bit of rain, not a big deal. It's a huge deal. Pay attention to the roads. Absolutely.
Well, Frank, it's getting dark.
We know that you're, I know, happy fall, y'all. Listen, we know that you're going to be keeping an eye on the radar. A full weather report coming up in just less than 30 minutes, but we appreciate the chat today.
It's good to see you guys.
Happy Milestone Day.
Happy Milestone Day. 2 more years and I could say 40.
Oh, whew. Welcome to the club.
Sounds good. Come see us more often, too, Frank. We love seeing you. Thanks so much. All right, so on today's show, we got a lot of things going on, including something, Courtney, we've talked about on the show before, blue light exposure. And this is something I thought could only damage or affect your eyes, right? But these days, with all the Zoom meetings and school at home, the online learning, we have all, it's probably safe to say, we've all increased our screen time and exposure to this blue light. So find out today how we can all protect our skin from possible damage coming from these rays. Dermatologist Dr. Sherry Ingraham will join us a little later on. She always has the best advice, Courtney.
I love her. She's fantastic. Also, we're going to talk about kombucha, right?
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
There you go, yeah.
Kombucha. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you drink it? Well, the fizzy drink is a popular beverage among health enthusiasts. Lauren Kelly takes a trip to the kombucha company in Richmond to get a behind-the-scenes look at how the drink is made. Lots of really great health benefits. I know I like it. I don't drink it all the time. You like it too, don't you?
I like it. I like sort of the bitter taste. And years ago, my mom started drinking apple cider vinegar. Mom, do you still do that, actually?
Which I think is a lot harder to do than kombucha. I've done it, and I thought I would never recover from it.
It's an extreme taste. My friend Jonathan was the one who first made me aware of the whole apple cider vinegar thing, and he drinks it because he likes to keep his 10-pack in shape and all of that, but people say there are all kinds of health benefits.
True.
And I think with kombucha, it's the similar idea that it's alive and it's kind of yeasty and fermented, which freaks a lot of people out, but we're gonna learn more about the health benefits a little later on today.
And I'm wondering, you know, when I buy it, is that a single serving, or should you be, is that 2 servings?
Oh, because some of the bottles are really
quite large.
big.
And let me tell you, I think some of them are 2 servings, because I don't think I should have had that full.
Why?
Well, it's just everything comes out. I mean, it just...
Out of the bottle?
It detoxifies your body. It moves things along.
Uh-oh. Is this like another green juice scenario
No.
where you had to run to CVS and bang down the potty door?
I didn't bang down, I just went in. But no, I had some adverse effects, let's just say that. Having a full bottle.
I don't know what you mean.
It just...
Could you just spell it out a little
Stop
more?
it. A BM.
Listen.
Can we spell it out? What?
Oh, wow.
No? What? Oh, I forgot. We're not supposed to talk about potty things.
Oh, dear. Hey, well, if there were ever a time to have a really bad reaction, it would be in 2020. Don't you find all these people posting on Instagram about all the bad things that are happening to them during this year? And we think, okay, the wildfires, the flooding, coronavirus, all of these things. 2020, we hope it can only, like, you know, get better from here.
It's got to.
It can only get up.
It cannot get any worse.
Well, it is the first day of fall. To celebrate today, we were all getting our flu shots here at Channel 2,
Yes.
which is great. All the experts are saying this year of all years, people, get your flu shot. Very, very important. It's also National Voter Registration Day, and this is a time when we all remind each other, our friends and neighbors, to get out and vote. I know the date on your screen says September 25th. That's because on Friday, we're going to do our big push to get people to register. It was supposed to happen today, but because it's so wet outside, Courtney, we decided to, you know, hold off on the celebration.
Absolutely. So mark your calendar for Friday. And now I cannot believe, I mean, I know today is the official first day of fall. We've been drinking, you know, pumpkin spice whatevers for weeks now. But it should be cooler outside. You know, with the rain, it feels, you know, I went outside to walk the dog earlier and I was bundled up and I'm sweating. It was so hot. I thought for sure it would be a lot cooler.
Yeah,
it's not.
Eventually it will come, I think.
I know.
I think it will. I'm not a big fan of the pumpkin spice lattes. You know this, right? It just tastes like a sugar bomb to me. But we want to know from you guys, what is your favorite thing about the fall season? For me, I think it is probably we get to swap out, you know, like the blankets get a little heavier around the house. And I like being able to just turn off
the AC.
The AC, because you know the AC kicking on and off is, I don't know, it just gets old, right?
I mean, but just seasonally, I love dressing for fall. I like layering up. You know, we don't really get a fall here, right? I mean, this is why we live here, right? Because coming up the next several months will be fantastic. And, but that, you know, I like the cooler weather.
I do too. And today, one of our coworkers asked us to send pictures of us in, you know, a fall photo. And I had to look through, I swear, 20,000 photos on my phone to even find a picture of the last time I wore a coat.
I don't remember wearing a coat.
We have a whole coat section in our closet. I don't know why we even have it.
I know.
Because we never wear them.
Well, you do. Remember we went ice skating? You wore a coat then.
That's true. I did in December. I wore it once.
You know.
What a waste. But
we don't have to shovel humidity, as I like to say.
That's true. There are a lot of benefits.
Yes.
So one of our producers mentioned to us something that is trending online today. And the reason why we have these water bottles with us is, I guess there's this debate or conversation about when you drink from a water bottle, where do you look? So without drinking, can you?
I have no idea.
But where would you think you would look when drinking out of a water bottle?
I don't know. Up, maybe? I don't know. Look at the bottle? I'm not sure.
Well, if you look at the bottle, then you go cross-eyed.
Cross-eyed. I have no idea. Am I alone or am I talking to somebody?
Yeah, so...
I have no clue.
And our friends on the radio at Mix 96.5, they were chatting about this. Apparently, folks, there are 3 different options when drinking out of a water bottle. What do you think they are?
Closing your eyes? No? I don't know.
That would also be a little bit weird. Let's hope you don't drink water while you're driving. Apparently, they're straight up in the air.
Okay.
Staring at the water in the bottle. Oh, or closing your eyes until the bottle is empty.
They're just thinking about drinking the water. I don't know.
Okay, do you want to try it?
Well, now I'm concentrating on it, so I know this is probably not going to be a normal reaction.
Why don't you go first?
Okay.
And let's see.
All right, let's see. But see, now I know. I'm just going to... It's not a normal reaction.
Oh, you really raised your eyebrows up.
I did? Mm-hmm. But I was looking at you.
Wait, well, don't look at me then. Look out into the distance. Yeah, you really raise your eyebrows up.
I don't know why.
Oh, well, now you know. Now you know that you do.
But I'm not sure that's a real reaction. Because we're talking about it, so now I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing.
Okay, well, later I'm going to secretly record you so our viewers can find out.
Okay. Oh, you do a long blink. You do like a...
I definitely sort of look up, I think, a little bit. If you were to look at the water in the glass...
Right, you're cross-eyed. Right?
That would be weird. And if you were to keep your eyes closed until the bottle's empty, that would also be very weird.
Especially if you're talking to somebody. All of a sudden, you're like in your own little world.
You know when you watch those TV commercials, though, and someone's drinking a soft drink, which has like 1 billion calories, and they're like...
Gulping it down. Daydreaming.
Is that believable? Also, this is a reusable bottle. I just want to point that out. I think plastic water bottles and, you know, $2 bottle, it's the biggest scam going. Back when I was a kid, we just drank out of the tap. And now we pay $2 for a bottle of water? Ridiculous.
I know.
You use it for a second, and then it lasts for like 100 years.
I drink out of... this is not mine that was handed to me. My water bottle is over there, but it has a straw.
It's just a prop. Well, you guys drink out of your own bottles, and let us know what you do with your eyes.
This is riveting information. I'm so glad we're doing this.
This is a really good TV show.
Who knew I raised my eyebrows when I was drinking water?
Well, now you know, and I just feel better.
But I honestly don't think it's a true reaction. Okay. I wish... I'm going to have to...
You can practice later at home when no one's watching. No one's watching right now anyway. So.
No, not at all. Anybody? Is this on? Anyway, moving along.
This thing on.
Still ahead, we are all getting more screen time now, and find out why you need to protect yourself from skin damage.
Yeah, it's a big deal. We'll be right back.
I've worked with wraparound groups in Sam Houston High School, you know, delivering groceries for those who were affected by COVID and couldn't go to the food drive. School supplies in the 2nd Ward. Just overall, Harvey, back in 2017, I was out there at the Greens Point Apartments, removing people from the shelters, placing them in apartments and hotels. It was important to me, and I did it for a whole month and a half. For me, planting seeds is important. I won't probably ever know what the outcome would be, but being a child, growing up in Aldine, having to walk to a Black community Baptist church, getting government milk, blocks of cheese and stuff with my mom, remembering my dad gathering up coins from my mom and saying this is the last of it for groceries. We went through hard times, and for me, it just felt like I had to pay it forward, and I can never do it anywhere else but Houston. Houston's my home.
Welcome back. Since the pandemic started, many of us have been more glued to our smartphones and computer screens than ever before, and that means more exposure to blue light.
And here to explain the hazards and way to protect yourself from these rays is Dr. Sherry Ingraham with Advanced Dermatology. It's great to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, guys.
And typically when we're talking about blue light, Dr. Ingraham, we typically think of our eyes, which can be a problem, but you want to talk about the effects of blue light on our skin.
Absolutely. You know, we know that blue light can really inhibit our ability to sleep by suppressing our natural secretion of melatonin, and it can also cause macular degeneration in our eyes. But now we know it has a widespread negative impact on our skin because it's essentially upsetting our collagen.
Okay, so let's talk about the sources then, and we can get into ways to protect ourselves. But Is it just as simple as holding your phone and looking at your screen? This could be damaging to my face right now?
It could be me doing this all day long, or me actually looking into this laptop that my children are, and many children are now at home in school looking at all day, is emitting high intensity waves of blue light. And what blue light does is it kind of acts like we talk about those free radicals bombarding the collagen, bombarding the DNA. And so what happens eventually is we get collagen damage. We can get wrinkles. We can get spots. We're learning more and more about this every day, but we know enough now to know that we need to protect ourselves.
And we need to protect ourselves with our eyes. I know you're wearing your blue glasses. I have mine. What are the other must-have products for this?
So you want to think about antioxidants, right? We're using antioxidants as an environmental shield. So the environment that we're protecting ourselves from is pollution, sunlight, but also the environmental shield with antioxidants against blue light. So you want to load up on antioxidants. My favorite is still that CE Ferulic from SkinCeuticals. Put it on in the morning under your sunscreen, which is really the most important part of your blue light protection arsenal.
Are there certain age groups or skin tones that people need to be aware of, maybe groups of people who are more at risk?
Yes and no. You know, we don't know enough. We know that people who are fairer skinned have less melanin, and so their skin does tend to get more damaged in general. But when it comes to blue light, we really don't know yet. The verdict isn't in. And so I tell everyone, especially because we know certain skin tones tend to hyperpigment more from sun damage, I have informed them that blue light can drive this pigmentation as well. So you want to, in all skin shades, wear sunscreen, whether you're inside or out. And that's something my patients always say. I have to wear sunscreen inside, and I tell them yes. Those overhead lights, all of those nice lights that we have, these LED lights in our homes and our computer screens emit so much blue light that not only do you want to wear sunscreen, even if you're not going to go outside on a rainy day like this, but you want to wear a tinted sunscreen. And the reason is because tinted sunscreens contain iron oxide, and iron oxide is the best thing to block blue light.
It's really fantastic. I mean, I'm learning so much today because literally I thought this was just for our eyes. I never thought about the damage to our skin.
And it would never occur to me to put sunscreen on if I were spending the day at home.
I know. It's so unbelievable.
I'm writing this down.
On a day like today, right, you get a break. You're in your pajamas, but you still got to put your sunscreen on. That's what I tell people in this Zoom universe we're all in. We're all working from home, and I'm telling them now more than ever, one of the first things I ask my patients is, do you wear sunscreen when you're outside? And they'll say, yeah, but you know, I'm really working from home where I'm not driving. And then I say, well, then you need it more than ever. And one trick you can do is you can get your normal sunscreen. I like a good zinc-based La Roche-Posay sunscreen. And you can buy something like a Dermablend tint. And you can mix this iron oxide tint into your sunscreen and get a tinted sunscreen. Or you can buy a sunscreen now that has antioxidants. And one of my favorite is the Isden. This is a special sunscreen that not only prevents DNA damage, but it also has a high concentration of antioxidants. And really what you're doing is you're blocking those blue rays from getting to the skin, but you're also stopping that pigmentary process, because a lot of times natural light stimulates pigmentation in our skin, and that's how our melasma actually gets darker even if you don't go outside.
It's so crazy. And you know what? The amount of times that we pick up our phones and look at it, the amount of time now our children are on their laptops and devices. What can some of the children use for this?
So I actually went online, I went on Amazon, and I ordered my daughters a slew of very inexpensive blue light blocking glasses that look very similar to these. They come in cute little colors with different colored rims, and they love them. They're kind of their big girl going to school glasses. So they love wearing these little glasses while they're in class. And then at nighttime, before we go to bed, about an hour or two before we go to bed, if they're in front of their computers, I have them actually wear the blue light blocking goggles.
Wow.
And yeah, aren't these cool? I look like I'm about to go drill.
They're very intense.
These are about $2. And really, once you start using them, you get used to them. And I tell my patients to buy these. I have a lot of patients who come in and their number one complaint is dark under eye circles. And I say, do you stay on your laptop in bed? And they say, yes. And I say, well, not only is that going to keep you from sleeping well, because it blocks that natural secretion of melatonin, but you're worsening those under eye circles with blue light. And so these are $2 on Amazon.
Well, that is fantastic.
You know, I just realized, too, one of the benefits, if you're using a tinted sunscreen, Dr. Ingraham, it's going to make your skin look better on all these Zoom calls, too, right? Isn't that sort of like an added bonus that your skin will look more even?
It's the win-win-win. Everything I have is a double duty. These tinted sunscreens are makeup and sunscreen and zinc at the same time, and iron oxide. So you're preventing all of that environmental damage from blue light pollution and sunlight. And then if you really want to step it up a notch, Heliocare, which, you know, dermatologists have advocated for years as an oral supplement that prevents not only sun damage and DNA damage. We tell patients who are tennis players, golfers, who've had skin cancer, but now they have studies that it actually helps prevent blue light damage. And it's just an over-the-counter vitamin you can get at a dermatologist's office or Walgreens.
Oh, that is awesome. And by the way, we should mention now is a great time, if you haven't done it, go get your body scan, your checks on those moles if you haven't done it yet this year, because an eye on that can help you save your life.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Sherry Ingraham, thanks so much for your time and advice. It's great to see you.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
You look great in those blue blockers,
I know,
too.
I like those.
Very, very nice. And we do have a link on our website with Dr. Ingraham's complete tips. Thanks, Doctor.
And we'll be right back with a check of what's coming up on the news at 4.
All right, welcome back to Houston Life. Why don't we check in with Keith, Christine, and Frank over in Studio A ahead of Channel 2 News at 4. Hey, guys.
Hello, how are you? Happy Tuesday to you both.
Happy fall, y'all.
Happy fall. First day.
That's
I know.
right.
I feel like it's kind of raining on our beta's raining on our first day of fall parade, Frank.
I know, right? But she knew it was fall. She's on the ball. That's good.
Dun-dun-dun.
Sure is falling for sure. That's for sure. Goodness
Let me
gracious.
what's going on. All right. It's been a mess. Please be careful getting out there. Here's some good news. I want to tighten this up a little bit. You can see this feeder band that was going right through Liberty County. Look at that. It's moving off to the north a bit. So that's good news. And this one is broken up a bit that was moving right into Chambers County. So the more we see it breaking up and moving north, the better off we are. Now, look at Cypress. You've gotten some rains coming your way, and there's a bit of a pipeline. It's going to continue to come in your direction. Generally speaking, it's on the maybe half an inch of rain per hour, so it's not heavy downpours, but it could be fairly persistent. And some of this is trying to fill in a little bit, and any more rain in some areas that have been hit so hard is going to be problematic. So just stay weather aware, really. You can see this area anywhere, Pearland to NRG, Uptown, Meyerland, 10 to 12 inches in spots. Hobby Airport really got hammered with a lot of heavy rain, and Clear Creek still has a flood warning on there from Pearland all the way to League City. So the yellow is near top of bank, but the red is in flood. So be careful there in that region. We've had some water in homes. These two things I'm going to be watching during the 4 o'clock show. These are vitally important. Flash flood warnings until 4:45 and 4:30. Do those get dropped? Let's hope so. We'll find out during the 4 o'clock hour. Keith?
All right, Frank, you said it was a mess today, right now, was a mess last night.
Last night you were out and about. Yeah, the floodwaters.
Yeah, we were on the air last night, and I was out covering not too far from the station, actually, about 5 minutes away from here, and we were trying to be there to prevent people from riding into the floodwaters.
And doing exactly what this driver's doing.
Yeah, live on the air, that vehicle just came around the corner and the guy hit the gas, and I thought he was, going to attempt to, drive through it quickly and think that was going to get him through it. And then all of a sudden he stopped, as you can see, he's about to stop here, and then he just starts floating. The engine's gone at that point, and tried to talk to him. He sat there for a few minutes. He gathered something in the car and just kind of walked away and took off. And it was just really bizarre because, there was plenty of water and there were about 5 or 6 other cars that were there in the middle of the roadway, and he came around the corner and gunned it and tried to get through anyway. That truck was there, wasn't too far from where he ended up. It was just amazing to see that there were people still trying to drive through this stuff.
Yeah, and we heard from Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo earlier saying, listen, your sedan is not a submarine. Your minivan is not magic. So turn around, don't drown, and don't ruin your vehicle. So we're going to be talking about this as well. And also the question is, what do you do if your car does get stuck in the water like that? How do you find your car if it gets towed away? Our consumer expert, Amy Dave, is going to show us what you need to know if those happen, and all of those stories coming up on our newscast at 4 o'clock, you guys.
Okay, man. I mean, I feel like turn around, don't drown. As many times as we hear it, you still have folks who are going to drive right into harm's way. But again, you also have people who drive into water without realizing because they can't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't know if that was the case last night.
I don't think
but it
so
can
last
happen.
night.
I just feel like I can, and you can't.
Yeah, definitely not last night, especially when the car just started floating.
Yes,
yeah.
It's a magic carpet all of a sudden. Guys, thanks so much. We'll see you at 4.
All right.
Sounds good.
And still ahead, exploring the kombucha company in Richmond, we're getting a behind-the-scenes look at how the popular drink with so many health benefits is actually made.
That's next. Welcome back. Kombucha has been consumed by many different cultures around the world for thousands of years, but most recently has gained popularity here because of its many promised health benefits.
Lauren Kelly is giving us a behind-the-scenes look at how the drink is made at the kombucha company in Richmond.
You guys know that I love to try new things, but I can't believe I've never tried this before. I'm talking about kombucha. We're at the kombucha company here in Richmond with the owner, Trenton Kaminsky. I've got so many questions, but basically let's start with, what is this stuff? Is it a tea? What is it, a probiotic?
That's a great question. Kombucha is a fermented tea.
Okay.
Right, but more importantly, it's a probiotic, and these probiotics are going to help boost immune and regulate digestion. A good way to also think of kombucha, the closest way in your mind right now to understand what it is, it's a cousin to apple cider vinegar, but it tastes much better.
Okay.
Now, it is fermented, but it's non-alcoholic because the alcohol gets converted into vinegar, and that's why it's tart.
You have different flavors here that are kind of on a scale.
Yes.
From vinegary to less vinegary to sweeter to tartier. What you got here?
Yes. So we have the watermelon, which is going to be our beginner flavor, which is going to be some yerba mate tea, some kombucha, and some watermelon juice.
Okay. Mmm. It's good. I taste the watermelon. It's a little fizzy. I like this a lot. It's carbonated, yeah. Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say the vinegar level is?
Almost nothing. I don't taste vinegar at all.
Okay, okay. And then we'll see on the next ones how it goes up.
It's tangier. It's tartier. It's like a sweet tart.
Yes.
It's getting me right here. So when you walk into the kombucha company, you see a wall of jars. You have to tell us, Trenton, what's in all of these jars?
Yes. Yeah, so these are essentially mini kombucha batches. We use these to make kits to sell online so you can make it at home. And what's going on here, this crazy looking thing that the way I can describe it is it looks like a pancake of lard, but it's called a SCOBY.
A pancake of lard.
Yes,
okay,
I know. That's what it looks like, though. Big, white, round pancake.
Okay.
Now, it's called a SCOBY, and a SCOBY is an acronym for symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast.
Can we see this?
Yes, you can. They feel a little weird. You can touch it, too, if you want. But, all right, so you see what I mean by it looks like a pancake of lard?
That is a pancake of lard.
And they're actually soft. Yeah, go ahead. It's a little soft.
Okay.
Weird.
Trenton, you let us up here. We're by the tanks, and you took the lid off. This is one ginormous SCOBY?
Yes, it looks crazy.
Oh, my God.
So this one, I think, is 3.5 foot across, so 42 inches. And we're going to find out how thick it is right now, because honestly, I don't remember. It's been a little bit of time since we've taken some out.
Oh, my God.
I want to see, like, how big this SCOBY is. You see each layer, like, each week?
Oh, my goodness. And this will keep growing?
Yes. So, yeah, you have to discard some, because it just grows a new layer each batch. 1, 2, 3, go. Just let it fall.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry if it got over you. That's what happens, but I was like, it's fun doing it.
Well, making kombucha is super simple, but I'm going to come in and just buy some bottles for you guys. Trenton, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, she really just got splashed with all of that. Listen, if you haven't tried kombucha, they brought some back after that story.
Right.
And we all tried it in the office. They do a fantastic job.
Really
It is delicious. So don't be alarmed by the last 30 seconds of the story you just saw.
Just forget you saw it.
Maybe you don't want to know actually how it's made.
Exactly, and just support local. You'll just forget it. You know, sometimes you could just erase it. It's all good.
Thanks, Lauren.
Okay, coming up next, learn about aortic disease, from what it is to who it affects and the treatment options that are available. We're going to share everything you need to know after the break.
This past Saturday was Aortic Disease Awareness Day, and in light of that, we're learning more about this disease, which isn't often talked about.
Well, there are many things we can do today to help us reduce our risks. Here with everything we need to know is physician and vascular and aortic surgeon, Dr. Sophia Kahn with UT Physicians, and her patient, Cheryl Brown-Taylor. Ladies, welcome to Houston Life. Great to see you both.
Thanks for having us.
And of course, Dr. Kahn, we do want to mention that September is Women in Medicine Month, so we're clapping to you and saluting you. We appreciate that. Let's first, before we get into Cheryl's story, let's just get an overview of aortic disease. What are some of the common symptoms?
So interestingly enough, with aortic disease, some people will have really bad chest pain or back pain, or they'll have belly pain. And some people, it's actually just found because they went to get another CT scan for another reason, or their primary care doctor picked it up on physical exam. So the symptoms kind of vary between patients.
And is it something that is genetic? I mean, who is at risk for this disease?
So patients who are smokers are predominantly at risk. There are genetic syndromes that can put you at risk. So patients who have ever smoked over the age of 65, patients with high blood pressure, also patients, there are some genetic diseases that patients can have. So if you have a family history of someone who has had an aortic disease, such as an aortic aneurysm or an aortic dissection, we ended up screening them a little bit earlier because we know that they have a family history of it.
And the aorta is the largest artery in our body, correct?
Right. So it's the biggest blood vessel in our body, and it's the big blood vessel that comes off the heart. It goes up and gives up the blood vessels to the brain, to the arms, to the legs, and to all the blood vessels in the gut.
And the good news is there are treatment options available. We'll get to those in a moment. But Cheryl, we want to hear more about your story. What sort of issues were you experiencing before you realized there might be a problem?
I really wasn't experiencing much of anything. Several years ago, I was really tired. I had been helping a friend, and I was at home getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden I had pain go through the middle of my back, and I thought I was having a heart attack and then I was going to drop dead. And I was so angry because I was not about to drop dead at that moment that I screamed out, "God, I'm not ready." And I mean, the pain went through my back. It was excruciating. It came around through the front. And the EMTs came, my husband called them, he heard me yelling, and they said I looked fine, but we went to the emergency room anyways, and the physician there, he said, check that out fine, and they kind of wanted to send me home, and I knew I was in trouble because I felt exhausted. I just feel like I've been run over by a truck. And I stuck to my guns, and I kept really falling in and out of kind of consciousness. I don't know if they knew that, and then before I knew it, I was life-flighted downtown to Memorial Hermann. And then Dr. Kahn did another surgery this December on me because I had another aneurysm. So I had 2 aneurysms before, and then I had another one, and she did a new procedure on me, which was great.
It's really fantastic, the type of fighter and will that you have, especially at that first episode. And Dr. Kahn, when you hear about this, and the pain initially for Cheryl was in her back, I think many people would think, well, how would that relate to a heart attack? Or, you know, you might brush it off, sort of like what other people were telling her, but she ended up having both open and endo surgery to fix that aorta. This is something that you need to act quickly on. If you feel like something is wrong, trust your gut.
Exactly. So the kind of chest pain and that excruciating back pain that she was having is pretty standard for the type of disease that she had. It's actually what they teach us in textbooks. When you hear that, you know, those are the patients that you want to get to the emergency room just like she did. And they usually get CT scans that'll actually show the disease right there for us. And then we can make the appropriate plans for surgical intervention.
And do the treatment options really depend on the severity? Like, are there different degrees, I guess, of aortic disease?
Yeah, so it depends on size criteria, on where the tear or the disease is actually happening, how long the symptoms have been happening. So the best thing anybody can do is, you know, if they know they have this, they should head over to an emergency room, or if they have a vascular surgeon or a cardiac surgeon they already know, give them a call. I know a lot of things are a little bit different with COVID, but all of our offices are open, and they should be evaluated because a lot of times we can make the decision about whether or not something needs to be treated with surgery, whether it be open or endovascular, or if they can be managed with some medications that can help treat these too.
And time is of the essence, of course. And when we talked about how to prevent this earlier, I mean, the biggest red flag, doctor, is what you said. If you're a smoker, you're at high risk here. So obviously stopping smoking, what else can we do?
The biggest thing you can do is stop smoking. Also, if you have ever smoked, and even if you stopped, you can get screened. You can meet up with a vascular surgeon. Exercising, eating healthy, and again, if you have a family history of someone who's had aortic disease in the past, it's you want to be checked out. You want to tell someone that, hey, I have a family member who had an aortic aneurysm when they were young, and get screened at that time too.
Cheryl, you know, it's hearing your story just reminds all of us how lucky we are to live in Houston and to have access to some of the best medical care in the world. Tell us how you're doing today. How have you been feeling?
I'm doing well. I mean, I was really shocked that I was having a heart issue initially because I was a vegetarian and I did a treadmill every day for 3 miles. So I was in really tip-top shape and my heart really was in good shape. So it was a real surprise that I had this issue. And, but when you know there's something wrong, you just have to trust your gut and instincts and just, you know, persevere and just tell them you're not going anywhere.
Amen to that. And you look great, by the way. We're glad that you're here to tell us your story and warning signs to share with others. Dr. Khan, can you talk to us about some people who might be able to receive a free screening for this?
So yeah, so the guidelines show that if you're between the ages of 65 and 75 and have ever smoked, you can give our office a call. We can see if you qualify for an abdominal aortic aneurysm with an ultrasound screening.
Well, and catching it before it becomes a problem seems like it would be key. Cheryl, Dr. Khan, thanks so much for your time, Cheryl. It's great to see you doing well.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. And if you would like more information, you can visit utphysicians.com or you can call 713-486-1160.
And after the break, we're going to give you details about a getaway to the Texas Hill Country. Find out how you could win a trip for 2 to Fredericksburg up next. Welcome back. Okay, here's all the details you need to know about this getaway to Fredericksburg. You can enter now on our website. The grand prize includes 2-night stay for 2, a wine tour, gift certificates to local restaurants, and attraction passes as well.
And don't forget, the deadline to enter is this coming Thursday, so you only have a couple days left. You must be 21 or over in order to enter. The complete rules and regulations are on our website, and good luck. That looks absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous. Perfect time because it's fall officially. And how great would that be to be in fall in the Hill Country?
Get away.
Find your fire and a glass of wine and just like bundle up.
Well, plus I know you guys are feeling as stir crazy as we are, right? I mean, I miss going places.
Out. Yes. I know. Well, we love hearing from you guys. Our viewers are writing in, and I love this one from Beverly because she says her favorite thing is the first pot of homemade chili, which I officially did on Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's such a great idea. I think we're going to do the same thing. Very
so
nice,
yummy.
Beverly. And Danny wrote in football, high school, college, pro, anything with a pig skin. Danny, we feel ya.
I know. And Alicia wrote in sweet potato pie and family time. I'm with you, girl. I like both of those.
Nice.
And pumpkin spice, right?
You're so obsessed. It's so funny now because you go to the grocery store and there's like a pumpkin spice aisle.
I know. Get it now because next week all the St. Patrick's Day stuff is going to be out. They just skip right over Thanksgiving.
It is so unfair. Yeah, the holiday stuff is already out.
I know. Did you like your pumpkin bread?
Oh, I did. Courtney made pumpkin bread over the weekend, right?
Sunday, yeah.
It was delicious.
So I've kind of, you know, redeemed myself from the scone that was horrible at St. Patrick's Day. Remember that scone? Or soda bread.
It was not horrible.
The soda bread was like a brick.
I'm actually still chewing on a piece of it right now.
It was bad. The pumpkin bread, much better.
Took a while to dissolve. Maybe I'll bake something this fall.
Oh, I hope this fall. Like,
now that it's fall. This fall, I'm going to bake.
I can't wait. Okay, we'll be right back with more Houston Life. Don't go anywhere.
You know I love to bake.
We'll be right back.
I love to bake.
It is back. We are sharing our obsessions. our favorite items, including my favorite canned wine and also a charcuterie box. And if you're obsessed with these items as much as we are, we do have some promo codes for you.
So excited to feature some local businesses on tomorrow's show. I've got some fun surprises as well. Plus, check this out. Lauren's Kid and Play interview, blast from the past. Christopher Kid Reed, there he is on your screen. He is half of the popular 90s duo Kid and Play. They are celebrating 30 years since the House Party movie franchise came out. That is hard to believe.
It really is.
And this will be their second appearance on Houston Life.
That's
because
right.
the duo stopped by a few years ago when we were in the mall.
Good
and
times.
we did some dance moves on our set.
The legit set. We'll have to pull that out for tomorrow, don't you think?
That would be a fun little throwback Wednesday,
yes,
huh?
Throwback Wednesday, for sure.
Okay, well, I think that does it for us here at Houston Life.
That does it. Let's hand it over to Keith and Christine. Standing by for the news at 4.